Hello, RC fans. Racing 393. I don't know why I keep going. Right, different video today. As you can see, I've done a video like this before with my LMP12. In fact, it was definitely last year before that even. I think last year, January, I did the BRCA round at Eastbourne for the first time I've ever raced, if I'm honest. But during that year, I prepared the car, the Eclipse 4. Picture you see there is just a generic Schumacher Eclipse 4. My car is all hopped up, and there's various videos on my channel regarding that car, and I've still got it, and hence this video. Now, I'll start off with December-ish. Yeah, maybe November last year, 2023. I decided then that I was going to do another BRCA round for the national championship for the carpet racing LMP12. Now, during the summer of last year, I had done some. I'm a bit out of skew there. I had done some events with Gavin at RC Kicks, and we could bring along our radio control cars. I've done a video on this as well, and I brought my LMP12 only because I don't get a chance to run it ever. So I've been out twice. It felt a little bit better. I'm not going to go into detail now about all the setups and things that I was doing, but nevertheless, I felt ever so slightly more confident, but nowhere near as confident to be at national level. But fortunately, if you've ever done a national level event, they have different varying scales of ability from world class all the way down, which where I was, in pretty much novice. And even those, there's some drivers in there who are way, way quicker than me. So I'm right at the bottom. Now, I did enjoy my BRCA national event when I did it. It's very competitive, very addictive. And I actually said in other videos that I found it almost more enjoyable than I anticipated. Now, I'm sorry about my big head, but I'm trying to sort of get into a position. So, what I decided to do last year was to book in to the BRCA national event in Eastbourne, and I took the effort. I got loads of stuff for the car. I say loads of stuff. So I bought some bits and pieces which should make my driving better. I got some wheels and tyres which were Trude from Zen Racing at a diameter which I was more familiar with by chatting to various people at the previous national events. You have more of an idea. You realise that body shells is a big main thing which I completely overlooked, and I understand now why. But I bought a body shell, super rad, which has just been homologated, if you like, to run BRCA events. So I also bought another electric motor, which was very sought after. That's what I was under the impression. Got that from, I think, yeah, Zen Racing. I haven't put that in yet. And what else did I get? I got a spool diff. No, not a diff. A spool axle. Basically, I run a ball diff because that's what I bought. I didn't know nothing about it. Spool axles are just solid axles. That's my understanding. So I got a kit, to build one of them up, so it goes straight onto my car. And that was that. And I thought, that's not too bad. It hasn't cost a lot of money. And I thought, the event, this is how I started. The event, and now this is a little bit of a rant. The event was at Eastbourne, and I assumed at Robertsbridge Indoor Community College, where it was held last time, and it's where the winter round and the winter series of the Eastbourne Radio Controlled Car Club runs their indoor events. And I booked a hotel this time within 10 minutes from the venue along the same area, Robertsbridge. It was about £100 for a night. I was quite happy paying that with a meal. Excellent. I thought, I am super prepared. I've got to go far. I've got all the gear. No idea. However, I should do a little bit better. I know what to expect, and I was really looking forward to it. And it's on the calendar at home, on Google Calendar. We're there, all planned. Ta-da! Christmas come and go, and then I was looking on the BRCA website. Now this is okay for. This is where the BRCA absolutely fall out of bed. As far as finding out proper information, it's for a newbie. It depends what you want to find, but knowledge isn't great from my perspective. So racing at any model car club, it's brand new. Although I think I know, you don't actually know, and you got to find the information out. Yes, there's forums, which I have found out since, clearly, and Facebook pages and various bits and pieces where you can get the information. However, upon looking on the BRCA website, I noticed, and I know the reason why now, so that the BRCA events for the LMP12 National Rounds 1 and 2, it stated Eastbourne Radio Control Car Club, and it had a postcode. And I looked at that and I thought, I'm pretty sure that's not the one I raced at last time. But they do have a model car club outdoors in Eastbourne. And I'm thinking it won't be there. But there was absolutely nowhere within the official website telling you it was at Robertsbridge. And I assumed it would be, but then I doubted myself. I thought, maybe it isn't. Maybe it's somewhere else. And I checked the postcode, and it was from what I can gather, near the outdoor circuit, not necessarily the outdoor circuit, clearly, but the postcode to where I perhaps thought it was being held, to my then what I thought was really close by overnight stay, was like 40 minutes away. And I thought, I don't want it that far. And it was right close. It was actually I think it was the Thursday before the weekend that was due to go. I was in a big panic, and I thought, well, who should I call? And I don't want to cue here Ghostbusters, although they probably would have known the answer. Well, I didn't know what to do. And plus, in my head, I was thinking, oh no, I've cocked up. I've just assumed it's Robertsbridge. Anyway, cutting a pretty moaning long story a little bit shorter, I cancelled the hotel, thinking, well, there's no point staying there if it's going to be miles away, and I won't get a hotel nearby. I started to look, and I thought, oh, I don't know, it can't be outside. Where is it? I don't know where it is now. Anyway, it was at Robertsbridge, as planned, as I thought, but it just didn't say that on the website. Now, everyone's going to say, don't you know Eastbourne's got an outdoor track? It's always at Robertsbridge. Yeah, but from a newbie, I kind of went, is it? Have I completely missed this? Because so many radio control car clubs indoors are closing, not coming back, and they use schools and colleges and I don't know, sort of off-site areas which may be used for something else. And the RC world, if you like, generally is quite temporary. It gets put up, taken down, and etc. etc. So I cancelled. Eventually got a refund in like February for my entry and didn't go. During that time, I then realised, because it is at Robertsbridge, because I looked at all the results and there was at the Robertsbridge Community College, as I thought, but it just didn't say that. I looked back on previous years on the BRCA website and it stated Robertsbridge. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why don't you ring them? Why don't you ask someone? But that's what the website's for. I'll go on there. I'll see where the race meetings are. If it's a 2-day event, I'll book an overnight stay if that's what I've got to do, and I'll go. You shouldn't have to trail through Facebook pages and stuff like that, or ring them up. I mean, that's why the website's there. Anyway, I didn't do it, and I was a bit pissed off, to be honest. And this is what I found. This is the BRCA, and even I'm right on my rag now. I emailed. Now I can't remember who it was, but it was clearly something to do with the BRCA. It was a chairman, can't remember his name, you probably all know his name, and he was quite helpful. I emailed him saying I'm not going to be able to come along now, and I just said it was to work related. I haven't got the time. Who should I contact to get a refund? And he said the organisers of the event. Well, I thought that was the BRCA. Have I got that wrong? Because doesn't he work for the BRCA? Or is it... What are you talking about, the BRCA? The organisers is Eastbourne Radio Control Car Club. Well, the organisers are the BRCA, so shouldn't he be able to help me? Anyway, I cancelled it, and I didn't know who else to message. I thought, well, that's 50 quid gone down the Swanee as well. Not good. So I was a bit disappointed overall, but I did get the money back. I was refunded it. So what did he mean? Again, information of which I did follow the cancellation request. It did say the organisation of the BRCA. Anyway, the whole message process and information's crap on that part. It might be good on other bits. So the essence of this story is, I don't know. Now I know, I suppose, if I want to do it again, but I didn't do it. So practice, as I would include it. So you're going to use a national event to do practice. Yes, why not? I then went scouring the internet to try and find what am I trying to say? LMP12. I'm getting all tongue-tied. LMP12 clubs, indoor carpet clubs that run LMP12. But that's almost like a black science. Where are they? I checked all the local ones, what I thought. No, 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 no. In fact, on this banner, I've missed something out, which is a bit annoying, but it's a club which I've since found out run by a famous guy. I mean, he's even famous for me because I've heard of him. Mark Stiles, I think that's his name. If I've butchered it, I do apologise. And clearly he is the man who knows what to do. Although he did come second to Ollie, so from memory, Ollie is absolute mustard at this, but Mark is equally as good as far as I can see. But he is running a club not far from me, about 40 minutes throughout the year at Wycombe Radio Control Car Club. Now, they run on Tuesday nights. If I think of it, and I'm rubbish at this bit, I will put a link in the description. They haven't asked me to do that, but I thought if anyone's within the Hampshire area that's local, that even there, and they've got one of these, they do Tuesday night racing, amongst other things. It's definitely worth looking at their website because I'm due to go down there. I've booked in £10. They race every 2 weeks. I can't do these next couple of weeks because I've got too much work. But at the end of April, I think it's the 30th on a Tuesday, I've made provisions to go down there. And since then, on the 11th of May, which I know is even further down, but they're doing on a Saturday, this is absolutely, I nearly swore then, but this is absolutely fantastic, where they do a practice, a set up and tune day. So you turn up with whatever car you want, I guess, with the carpet scene, like the MTCs or these LMP12s or those other ones. I can't remember what they are now. What are they called? What are they called? The saloon versions. I've forgotten. Damn it. I'm trying to see if I can buy one of those, but GT12s. I think that's it. God. Anyway, a practice, a test and tune day, I think they call it. Brilliant. And that's on the 11th of May. Definitely going down there. Although I've got to work that Saturday. I say got to work. I've booked work in. It's my fault. But that was way ahead before this come up. But I'm going to work in the morning just for a couple of hours. And I'm going to go straight down to Wycombe and practice. I think depends how many people and how successful it is, how often they'll do it. But there's going to be people on site, professionals, if you like. Mark will be there, I guess. And there's going to be other people to help newbies like me and experienced drivers to get the best out of their equipment. I can't wait. In fact, that's more important to me than the club racing. I would do that, test and tune every week if the club did that. Now, it's only 40 minutes away, so I can't wait. Just another little complaint, but nothing to do with what I've just discussed. Believe it or not, within 10 minutes of where I live, there's an outdoor radio control car buggy track, which I'd never heard of. They run 1/10 buggies. I haven't got I have got 1/10 buggies, but they run the more modern ones. They do a vintage class as well, so I've got one of those. It's possible that I could build that and go down there. But what I'm trying to say is, that's been there 10 years and I didn't know. That's how bad radio control car clubs events, apart from Wickham, who have actually made a point of pushing it out there and you sort of come across it more easily. That's what's needed to get people into the hobby. There's people that probably would do it if they knew the club was nearby, but you don't. Well, I didn't. And that club has been there, the one near me, for over 10 years, and it's in a place where I used to live. Not 10 years ago, I must admit, but probably longer back than that. It's in a school play area, AstroTurf, but it's there. And I know it's there. I haven't been there yet because the weather in the UK has been shit. It's raining, nothing but rain, rain, rain. But in the summer months, I'll probably go down there in the evenings, have a look and see what it's all about. It seems a very good club. If you can take like your vintage 1/10 buggies down there, I know it's not LMPs, but anyway, that would be quite good. But I need to get better at this first, and then I might even go venture down there. But my whole point of this bit of the video is the communication amongst the RC world, in my opinion, is just poor. I suppose it's okay if you're on Facebook and that, and you're part of the group, but you've got to find that group. It's not even on anything. I can't find it. Even if you Google it, RC tracks near me. It's got the obvious ones, but they don't run the LMP12s. And there are some that are fairly close. But my whole purpose was to get some practice with my LMP12, and Wickham are absolutely ticking all the boxes. So I will be doing a video of my exploits at Wickham. I feel a bit weird filming and trying to control as well. It's always a bit, don't know. I can't do two things at once, especially with these things. But I suppose if I wear something on my head, I might be able to narrate afterwards. So I certainly won't be able to talk and drive. It's just impossible. Well, I find it impossible anyway. So yeah, I'm gonna do a video on that meeting and do some perhaps updates on what I've done and that, and hopefully there should be an outcome where I'm getting better at what I'm doing. Because the plan then would be, if I can get some racing in and some practice, January 25, and that's a long way off, I'm planning to do that national round if it's still held at Eastbourne Robertsbridge. I'll redo that again, but hopefully by then I might be in a better position ability wise. I might still be in the bottom set, that doesn't really bother me, but I might be a bit quicker. So I know I've rabbited on long enough now. The next part of this video is going to be the process of painting the new shell, setting up the chassis, basics, to get ready for the Wickham event, the club event on the 30th of April. So I will put a link in the description of their club. I think that's about it really. I don't need to put much else in there. I might put the other 1/10 buggy club in the description as well. So if anyone is within this area, at least they would be able to find that, and they might even know about it. It just might be me. I doubt it. There's probably more people like me who don't know this stuff exists. There's actually another club which I did know about. I got the one down in Aldershot Model Car Club, which is actually not in Aldershot. It's in Bagshot Lee, but that's an outdoor circuit track. So I've got in some of my videos, not this one, you should be able to, in glimpses, see the touring car Yokomo that I bought that I haven't built. So there's possibility that I could build that, but I don't want to do too many. It becomes too much. The buggies, the touring cars, Oh, where'd you stop? I think you should specialise more in one. Well, I should, because it's bad enough trying to get one going well, let alone three of them. You can have like three of them all doing shit, and I don't think there'd be much point me turning up. Although, you've got to do it to get better at it, I guess. So, anyway, the next part, well, it's not really a part, but another video will come along when I'm doing the preparation for the LMP12 in preparation for my uh, Wickham Radical Control Car Club event on the 30th of April. Hopefully, if you can come along, if you're local, or you can bring your car, or you can look forward, subscribe to my channel, and look forward to when that video is coming out. So, thanks for watching. I appreciate that, and I shall see you in the not too distant future. And I'll see you in a bit for the next video regarding the carpet racing LMP12. Thank you for listening, and bye for now.